Let's talk probate. Probate means going through the court system to administer someone's estate after they died. So let's start with the why. Why do you need probate? Do you even need probate? Well, there are usually two things that trigger probate. One is the person who died owned real property solely in their name, either because they were single or because, let's say, they inherited this property from a grandparent and they never added their spouse to the deed, or for whatever reason may be, they are the only people listed on the deed, the only people with the authority to sign the deed if they need to sell or transfer it to someone else. Well, if that happens then and the person dies, no one has that authority to sign it, so the court will have to appoint a personal representative, and that personal representative will sign the deed to sell it or distribute it to the beneficiaries. The second thing that triggers probate is financial assets without a beneficiary. So let's say you have some stocks, life insurance, investments and such without beneficiaries listed. Well, the companies are not going to know who to pay, who the beneficiaries are, and they're going to require a probate. They're going to require that a court will determine who the heirs are, and then they'll pay out accordingly. Let's move on to the when. When do you have to file for probate? Well, there is no deadline for probate. Some people file within a few weeks when they have a death certificate on hand. Sometimes people wait a few months and they file when they are finally ready to begin the process. Or sometimes people wait years. If there is no immediate need to file for probate, I've had clients who have waited 7 years, 10 years to file for probate because they didn't have to do it until that time. Who can initiate a probate process? Well, it depends. If there is a will, there's likely someone nominated in the will to serve as executor or as personal representative. Or if there is no will or the person nominated in the will is not interested in doing it, any beneficiary, any person who has an interest in the estate of the deceased person can initiate a probate. Sometimes even creditors can initiate a probate if they are owed a lot of money and they are trying to recover. So what do you need to initiate a probate? Usually we need at least a death certificate, and then we have an intake form that asks for all kinds of questions such as the heirs information, the deceased person information, were they married, did they have kids, no kids, siblings, parents, and so on, any creditors that they may have, all the information that is needed throughout the legal process. Of course, what property they had, what assets, what are we trying to accomplish with the probate process. How much? Well, that is the question. It all depends on the situation. It depends on how many assets are in the probate. It depends on how many heirs. It depends on how well everyone plays with each other. It depends if you're trying to sell the property out of the estate or not, if there are a lot of creditors or if there are no creditors, if it's contested or not contested. I would say, to give you an idea, for a simple probate when everyone gets along, truly gets along, and no one is contesting, there are no issues coming out that we are not aware at the beginning, I would say it takes around 4 months, the simplest probate, and it will cost around, let's say, $3,000 to $4,000. So how much does it actually cost? It depends. Most law firms charge an hourly rate. Ours right now, it's $175. And some firms may be comfortable enough to do a flat fee if the estate is easy and based on their experience they can give you an exact amount. Usually we require a retainer that we can use to pay the filing fees and the initial proceedings until you have access to the deceased bank accounts, and then maybe you can continue to pay using the estate's assets instead of using your own money. Sometimes that helps. I hope this video helped answer some of your initial questions about the probate process. If you have any specific questions, please be sure to take advantage of our free phone call consultations on probate matters. We would love to talk to you about the need of a probate or maybe the fees in detail or the process. Also, if you would like to learn more about estate planning on how to avoid probate, visit our website. We have lots of educational videos, some really good blogs, and also consider attending one of our in-person free estate planning educational sessions. Thank you for watching.